Hey lovelies, welcome back to another Color With Me video where I expose my most awkward, spicy, possibly traumatizing stories for your entertainment. Basically, I overshare while you relax. Win-win, right? So today's story, it's a mess. 4 years ago, I was 22, freshly graduated, lost in life, and watching my friends settle into their careers, marriages, and actual adult responsibilities. Meanwhile, I was sitting there feeling like I had to do something big just to prove I wasn't falling behind. And when you are that desperate for change, sometimes you make really bad decisions, which is how I ended up with a guy. Let's call him Ryan. Now, Ryan wasn't handsome or charming or even interesting, but he was the only person who talked to me at work. Everyone else kept their distance like I was an intern on trial or something. So when Ryan jumped in, being all helpful and friendly, it felt like something big for me. At first, I thought, oh nice. But soon I realized he wasn't just being helpful, he was watching me all the time, standing over my shoulder, commenting on my work, checking my progress, basically acting like my personal human CCTV. And listen, I cannot focus with someone lurking behind me like a judge at a talent show, but whatever, he was being supportive, telling everyone I was doing a good job, checking on me after work. And then came the gossiping. Ryan had opinions, deep detailed analysis on our manager, co-workers, and the entire office hierarchy. He paid for my lunch, even though I told him not to, kept sliding further into my personal life, and basically established himself as my workplace bestie. One day, our manager ordered pizza for the team, office bonding moment. Everyone else was chatting in groups, but Ryan and I ended up in a quiet corner just talking for hours. He was funny, he gossiped, he said he admired my work ethic. He even told me he hated the manager and instant bonding material. But here's the thing, he agreed with everything I said. Every single thing. I would say I hate small talk and he would say me too. I love working alone. He would say same. I think pineapple on pizza should be panned. He said I literally say that all the time. I didn't realize it then, but that was red flag number one. We kept talking, then he asked me out. We went to my favorite cafe for iced chocolate milk, which I have never been able to go back to since. So lesson learned, never take questionable people to places you love, because if things go south, you lose that spot forever. And that's when he started the marriage talk. Mind you, this was date one, number one. Fast forward to day two, arcade. It was arcade night. It was his idea, but when we got there, he didn't want to play a single game. Why would you suggest something fun and then refuse to participate in? Suspicious behavior, but the real bombshell dropped at dinner because out of nowhere, he pulled out a ring, and because I was deep in lover-girl delusion, I said yes. Yes, I was pretty much very delulu. When I came back from our second date after he proposed, I found him posting our pictures on WhatsApp and announcing our engagement without even telling me or without us deciding when we were going to tell our families. He even told me that he already told his family, and everyone on his side agreed. So he expects me to tell my family so they could meet and decide the engagement time, so the official time. This was like such a rush. I felt like something off, because why he's rushing things, because it was like we didn't know each other for a long time, and he seemed so sure about me, and I should have trusted my gut that there's something wrong with him. For the next 2 weeks, Ryan went full fiancé mood, showing me wedding venues, engagement rings, even suit shops. He even convinced me to give back the ring so he could upgrade it after sealing some big business deal. And then boom, I woke up to a message from him saying I can't do this anymore, and then I found him blocked me. At this moment, my reaction was Kim Kardashian's reaction to when she said that meme when she said, "What a fucking loser." Yeah, this was my reaction to what happened, and I was really shocked and frozen, because what the hell? We were talking the other day and everything was just fine. What just happened? Anyway, just imagine the embarrassment I had to go through in front of my parents after telling them that the guy who proposed and told you about ghosted me. Honestly, my mom knew from day one that something was off with him, and she was low-key thrilled when everything fell apart. Mother's always right. I was ready for the war, memorized every word I was going to say when I saw him at work, but guess what? He never came back. Turns out he resigned or asked it to resign the second I told him my family was ready to meet him and we should set up a meeting. And to add insult to injury, none of my coworkers saw our engagement pictures, meaning he had hidden his WhatsApp story from everyone except me. Months passed, and then one day I got a message saying, "Hey, I'm Ryan's fiance." Yes, his fiance. I was shocked. Turns out Ryan had pulled the exact same stunt on another coworker. Same fast proposal, same disappearing act, same tragedy, and to make it worse, he told her that I was the one who cheated on him. He painted me as the villain, spun the entire soap opera narrative where I was the horrible ex-fiance who broke his heart. She only realized the truth after he did the same thing to her. Same "I can't do this anymore" text, same ghosting, same workplace escape plan. And then I checked their engagement photos. And guess what? She was wearing my ring. He had one cheap ring and he recycled it with every woman. One ring to fool them all. So basically, when he found out that I'm taking things seriously and I started to tell my parents about our engagement and that he freaked out and decided to take back my ring, claiming that he would give me a better one, because that was his plan from the beginning, just to ghost me when things didn't work out the way he wants. So ladies, let this be your warning. If he moves too fast, it's a trap. If he seems too perfect, it's a strategy. If he asks for the ring back to upgrade it, run. And most importantly, set your boundaries high. Trust me. So yeah, lesson learned. If a guy proposes after 2 weeks, hides his engagement posters, and mysteriously quits his job the moment you bring up family introductions, run. Preferably sprint. At the end of the day, time keeps moving even when you feel like your world crashing, and no matter how embarrassing or painful a situation is, you get through it. And that's the tea. I hope you enjoyed this chaotic story. If you did, like, comment, and tell me your worst dating horror stories. Let's laugh through the pain together, and I will see you in the next video.